Hello everyone and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. Not sure why this is showing up, but we'll just close it down. See how today goes. We got another bombing raid without, ooh, that's not good. Hopefully the Pike can make it some, home. We got another bombing raid on Bangkok without sweep, so we'll see if he, um, caps it again or if he's decided he doesn't want to take a beating. We'll see. Okay, so I had subs. I have subs patrolling here because I have no idea what he's doing, and we got a one in the. So this is the second patrol boat. He brought him down here presumably to supply Sarong. Now on the way back, we caught it leaving. No, we're damaging these jakes. Ooh, now he's got a Sally coming at us. The unfortunate thing about moving our P-38s out of China is we're basically ceding the air war to China. Oh, the air war over China to Japan. But that hopefully is temporary till we can get ooh, that's nice. See, Rangoon we're hitting pretty strongly. Pegu is a lot harder to do damage. Um, I don't know what he's going to do with his air units when he exits Bangkok, but I'm hoping to get him out of there. We can destroy the um, infrastructure there and make it kind of um, a shell of what it is now. Well, that was kind of a weak morning. Now he's covering me something fierce, or reconning. I'm not sure if it's recon. I think it's naval search actually over Dili. So gonna. Oh shoot! Forgot to change my sweeps from Pegu. That's not ideal. At this stage, might as well leave him flying Pegu because I think we're gonna hit Pegu again next. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get another there's no guarantee I'm gonna be bombing Bangkok this turn. But we're pretty much putting Rangoon out of commission, that's for sure. Wow. Plus getting some destroyed supplies as well. That's unfortunate. I mean, yep, we didn't get a. Oh man, that hurts. Well, I mean, the plus side, we'll have the P-38s ready to go again. Hopefully, possibly, we'll fly another sweep and try it again. All right, here goes that unit. It's still retreating though, so that means we're still alive. He's got to keep running around chasing us. So I think that's it. That really was a brief turn. Not a lot happened. We're gonna jump right into July 30th. I think looking forward to some interesting things happening tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we get some reinforcements, but otherwise that's kind of it here for the day. Okay, we're back here on July 30th, 1943. Okay, we captured Taberfane. Again, not sure how to pronounce that, but captured it without a fight. That way, we have a little bit of secrecy still on our side with regard to what we have there. Just a raider battalion. But anyway, kind of nice being able to snag some of these bases in the rear without having to worry about fighting for it. They're not worth a lot strategically, victory points, or tactically for me. Um, but still nice to snag them. No idea what this was carrying, but one less cargo ship sailing around here. It might have been, I'm hoping it was carrying something from Balikpapan, or Tarakan, but I'm guessing it was empty, maybe heading back. I have no idea. Moving on. We did take a couple of the Dutch sub, that is, the one before, did take a couple of hits. I didn't look at the details. Hopefully they were just near misses, but and then we can get it. If it indeed even has enough damage to worry about, we can get it back to port. Those cruisers are parked where I thought they might not be. I thought they were going to move on back to Babeldaub, but they didn't. Wow. These are pretty destructive bombing raids, although that is clear terrain. I wonder if I should get those Indian flag guns over there in that hex. Nice. We destroyed one Sally. Trying to get some flak into that hex, but all right, this is a good raid. Well, I mean, well coordinated. That's what I meant. Now the results could have been better. All right, now I didn't know what he was gonna have here. I did send, I thought, thought I sent some sweep, but apparently not. Let's get through this. Why not? We'll sweep for ourselves, right? We do take a lot of damaged aircraft. He probably is long range capping. I don't think he has any airplanes here anymore. And so we put a dent in on his the base. Yeah. And I'm gonna probably take a break from hitting Bangkok and because I need to get my aircraft ready to bomb ground troops soon. I hear a ship sinking. Okay, he's got Jake's on high alert there in the Marianas. All right, just some bombardments. We're about to make we're we're soon going to make some life interesting, but that wraps it up. Tungu is finally size 9. That's awesome. Now I can focus on getting supplies in there if I can ever get any extra in there. Um, but we don't have to worry about um, uh, what's the word? Any kind of aircraft cap there. We can get capacity. We can get them all in if we want, provided we have aviation support, of course. Okay, these are Chinese aircraft coming in. Um, ooh, wow, this is a good day. All right, let's get right into the report for the what we just watched. Um, kind of go through this probably. I'll try to anyway. Go through this quickly. I got a lot of ground to cover here. Um, we trying to note some things, but nothing's standing out here. But feel free to pause and look at it yourself. Tungu Airfield 9, I've been pushing for that, even sent extra engineers to push it over the edge. So that finally happened. Hansa Bay, that's not as important now because we've secured the south and southwest Pacific areas so far, and I'm gonna kind of ignore truck for the time being, so that kind of makes it move. But this right here, well, got a cargo ship here, rifle division taking replacements. We're just getting the Soviets filled out. But here's these Chinese uh, squadrons. I literally withdrew yesterday, and they came back with new aircraft types in them, and like almost an immediate turnaround. However, I do not know what they're going to be, how to fit them out. We'll talk about that in a second. But I'm not sure why they came back in Karachi, except for maybe they're freed up to be able to be used anywhere. I still may send them back to China, but we'll take a look at them shortly. We did get the Southeast Asia HQ there at Madras. I'll probably rail it into the Burmese theater, at least get it to Chittagong or Cox's Bazar, but maybe even further in. Eventually get it to Rangoon if that is if we take it. Well, for sure Prome and then go from there. We got an artillery battalion at Pearl Harbor, and this is going to be an air base. I'm pretty sure. And then we got a cavalry regiment at Madras, some other miscellaneous things. These convoys, these supply convoys, I think are literally just they'll see open Middle East supply convoy. So that uh, shows me, well, we already know the Mediterranean is open already, and it's been for 2.5 months. But we got a supply convoy arrived, and that'll give us some assets shortly. Bombay, we got some aviation battalions. We'll check those out as well. Now, we'll take a look at this convoy. I don't think we can. Yeah, it's just another one of these convoys that gives us supplies and fuel and quite a bit of both. So that's going to be awesome. Certainly get all that into India. We did get aviation support here, as well as these these are U.S. Yeah, U.S. Army units, most basically just engineers. It says Engineer Aviation Battalion, but these don't really have any aviation support, but they're good for basically throwing up really quickly some air bases. All right, the new Chinese units are in the 14th USAF instead of stuck there in China, and they come with B-25Ds and P-40Ns. The problem is we have none in pool, and the B-25D doesn't even come out till August 43. Um, my plan is to get these trained up and filled out before I move them anywhere. We can just keep them here in Karachi for now. Karachi is, okay, why? This is taking forever to flip, but I think that's because we have very few engineers. So I should probably, just for, because we don't really need the engineers this second, I might rail these two Americans up here and finish building this, and then we'll move them out. We've got a lot of engineers in Burma right now that we could always use more, but I think we're okay with building this up. That said, back to here, the P40s, when do they come out? Oh, we even get P51s. P40N also when we flip the month. Now, if you'll bear with me, we can look at how quickly, if I can use, and we'll look at the stats here in a second, but um, let's just do this Chinese. We will get 4 per month and 8. So it'll take us several months to fill these squadrons out. If we need 12 times 448, that's basically, it'll take us a year to fill out the bomber groups, all of them. We can always do one squadron at a time. And the P40 ends, it'll take us probably about this. It'll take us half the time because I think these are 12, yeah, 12 kept at 12. So it'll take us 6 months to fill out the fighter squadrons. Okay, um, yeah, speaking of the losses, I was trying to think if there was something else I was going to talk about. Anyway, so we lost 5 total. He lost only 6. Um, and of course, a lot of Tojos. And this is 1 Sally to flak and 5 Tojos because this is overstated. And then we lost a couple of B-24s to ops, likely got beat up there over Bangkok. And then, of course, we lost transport aircraft as well. Whoops. Uh, Only one wounded pilot, so that's, we'll take it. And I don't see any ships sunk that stands out to me for the last day. I mean, in fact, the last 2 days. All right, I wanted to start up there to talk about the Chinese, new Chinese aircraft. Um, we are already heading to Eniwetok. I don't know if he sees our group, and no, he doesn't. So we will hit this. We will hit the beaches this coming turn. I will turn this on to bombard because we will. Uh, no escorts bombard. We will remain on station. Cancel follow, and I'm going to remain on station to give some flak support, um, some surface ship support here. We'll work out more details as we do this invasion and see how it plays out. But this is the start of the invasion, and we'll go from there. So bombard, remain on station, and the carriers are just literally following the transports to make sure they don't um, get shot up with enemy aircraft. So let's go. That's weird. I don't have any ships to help me bombard or anything. I'm gonna snag this and this. You know what? I'll just snag that. That's fine. I don't want to take too much away from other units, but this will give me some bombard support as we unload. And I think that's okay. We'll do it. Um, I'm gonna remain on station, at least for now. I want to see how this plays out because I may try to grab the division ASAP to get it back off. But in the meantime, we've got transports here sitting here. I need to start picking up engineers and drop them at Eniwetok as soon as possible. All right, moving on. So that's happening. We'll call that the Central Pacific Theater. The South and Southwest, or I'll just start calling this the South Pacific Theater. Really, we don't have anything going on in this area. If we go Walleye east, but if we look here, Manokwari, we're in a position to, that's what's left. Okay. I'm going to, and he still doesn't see these. I'm going to I'm very close to pulling the trigger on the invasion of Manokwari. I think I'm waiting for these. I want to get as much as I can in this first invasion because I don't know how much I'll be able to reinforce once this kicks off. I don't know how much he'll harass me. And so I want to unload as much as possible on the initial wave and build this base up quickly, get some fighters in here, and then I'll feel a lot safer for Manokwari and invasion of Sorong and other parts. So this has to be a big operation to secure this, um, and then And then Ambon is coming up. What I'm going to do, I don't want to give it away. I could chase this guy down and try to sink it, but that'll pretty much give away my plan. We have congregated here at Babar, and we got more things coming. You can see all these small. Not everything that's in this area is coming here, but certainly our amphibious groups are coming here, and we got our carrier group coming. Really, I'm going to position them here, and he doesn't see them, so that's good. Uh, does he see any of this stuff? Okay, so far so good. And then then I'll pull the trigger on Ambon as soon as we get these pieces in place. So one more turn, and then we're going. We're just gonna go. I'm trying to get supplies here. It's not um great. We're not in grave danger or anything, but I also need to keep the fuel coming in, which I'm trying to do. But yeah, some exciting things are about to happen. I could have sworn I set bomb. No, that's right. I've been resting the bombers because I want to start bombing the ground troops. But I'll do that tomorrow, I think. Um, all right. Yeah, I'm still thinking about Ambon for a second. I think I'm going to start bombing the ground troops. But I'll give it one more day, something like that. All right, moving on. So I think okay, we got some stuff here too, by the way. Southeast Asia. I'm going to set the future objective to Rangoon, I think, but we're gonna just first get it into Prom. Um, and there's that. Then this cavalry regiment just arrived. So can we, what is it made of? Okay. Um, I don't know if even we have Humber 4s, but we'll get these in action too. For now, I'll schedule them also for, we'll just, you know what, we'll think big and we'll go for Mole Mine. I don't know when they'll first be used or where, but we want to be forward thinking. Um, let me take a second to look here. I don't want to waste too much time, I guess, but 943. We do have 22 of them probably brought in by a convoy, but we won't actually produce them until September. But we have them. I'm not gonna fill them out here, not just yet anyway. All right, I think I'm comfortable with using that over there. All right, anything else? As you saw, we bombed Chiang Mai and we bombed Bangkok, and I'm not gonna bomb it again for a minute. I'm not even gonna bomb the industry yet. I could and I want to really badly, but I feel like I need to rest the bombers. They will take forever to, and see, you could see that we have a lot of depleted units. This has gone from 12 to 8, things like that. So I feel like I need to stand down and similarly stand these ones down. And you could see right now, like this, they're gonna take. This one is gonna be one day, and then we've got almost 2 weeks for the rest of them to be available. That means with this alone, we'll be down 3 aircraft. Actually, you know what? The one that has 8 is depleted, but it's depleted because they're sitting over here in Tungu. All right. So, and another good thing about Tungu being maxed out is now we can bring in supplies without it being used on upgrading. So that's good. But here we are with units that are gonna be, see, 5 days average. So I think letting them rest and get all as many aircraft as they can back, and then we'll start bombing ground troops big time. But we'll use the medium bombers still to keep the airfields beat up. And I'm waiting for these 3 regiments to arrive in this hex, and I don't know if I'm going to wait any longer than that. This artillery, I want, but I might not wait for it because I feel like I need to just make a move sooner than later. I don't want to just sit around waiting for something anymore. But he did swap. He has less troops here and more troops here. It's almost like he's trying to counter our 100,000. Um, we've got 55 here. He's not as worried about this one. I'm sure of it. But we're gonna come into both and push him around. Try to push him around. Um, we have another division coming. The 7th Indian is going to come in and assist here at Rangoon. All right, moving on. And of course, this is trying to get this. But he's got aircraft. Okay, so 13. Maybe I'll use the Liberators to do an airfield attack on Port Blair because they look like could they could use some action still. The rest of these I want to rest. Um, I don't really have good range on my medium bombers to. I could force it, but they'll be flying extended range, and not really be coming in with full load, just 3 bombs instead of 6. I don't really like that if I can help it. So we'll hit it with these and try to scare away those um, air units. In fact, I could send a small task force, but that'll give us away. If I come in and bombard this, I could destroy some of these aircraft, but that would give it away too. Anyway, and then he would quickly get aircraft in the area to hold us off. I wonder what's here. Chumpfon. So let's look at our recon. Who's doing what? Oops. Okay, let's try to. How can we reach? Ooh, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna try not to do it for longer than one day. We'll go down, check out what he's got there. He's probably put his fighters here, and then he's flying long range cap over Bangkok. But let's take a look. We're gonna check that out. All right, moving to China, and we'll end it here. Um, it's just status quo all over. He's pursuing us, although we don't have any troops here anymore. I don't know why he's coming here instead of coming here. Um, but also, I could harass him. Okay. Set all to march. All right. And yeah, we have no to get in through here up to this road here is going to be really rough terrain. So our cavalry is going to go quite slowly. But anyway, yeah, that's the scenario. Our this here is our artillery. I put it here. I put this 20th Indian Mountain Gun Regiment here because I can move north if I see him threatening there, or I can move south if he's threatening Xi'an. And the flag, here's our Indian flag heading up the road. When it gets here, I don't know if it's going to go up around like this or what, but I'll make sure it doesn't just start crossing the mountain and go very slow. It'll be way quicker to go up here and around. So we'll keep an eye on that, make sure it's not going to take a bad route. But the goal is to get to Xi'an. Actually, yeah, 8239, 82-1. Okay, we set it to come here, and then we were going to manually turn it south. So it should follow the road like that. All right, well, I'm going to end it here, and we'll um, keep it going with the 31st next and wrap up the month. And hopefully, we'll have some exciting things happening in the next day or two. But until next time, we'll take care, everyone. We'll see you. Bye.